Hello guys, today I'll be killing the Kralove and getting the Ochre Dofus for my IOP, and I'll also be commenting on what I think about PvM compared to PvP. Specifically, when I say that, I refer to players who PvM compared to players who PvP. Um, so in this fight, I'm with my OSA and my IOP. This was before the 2.45 update, so the spells are actually decent. They didn't screw anything up because I'm pretty disappointed about the OSA update. I'm going to be out of action from PvP for a while. Yeah, so I'm just going to be explaining like some of the stuff that goes on in this fight. So the strategy to kill this Kralove is to basically uh, you need to hit the Kralove with specific elements, and then he'll summon tentacles according to that element. And then the very last one that it summons needs to be air. So the first one is water right now, and that's why I hit the Kralove with a water spell. The last one is air, and basically you need to feed a summon to the air tentacle, and then put the tentacle near the Kralove, and then the Kralove will no longer have its resistance, and we have to kill it in one turn. Uh, yeah. So basically, that's what we're doing right now. What we have to do during our turns is try and survive for as long as possible, because the Kralove does tons of damage. I'm just gonna prepare Wrath on my IOP, even though we won't get the chance to use it because the Kralove is technically it's not close combat to anyone. It's technically in a singular cell that is 2 squares away from the edge, so it can't move. It's there, but it has unlimited range anyway. So yeah. So now to get onto the difference between people who PvM and PvP. Now, the thing that is most common, and I'd have to say cringeworthy about PvMers, is that they have extremely low resistances because all of their gear is dedicated towards damage, and yeah, and as a result of that, their resistances are extremely shit. Now, this isn't the case with all PvMers, but most of them are. So you can tell that they're PvMers just by looking at their resistance. Yeah, so look at this panda, for example. His base is 10 AP, 5 MP, and he's got like extremely low resistances. And the panda is the most important person in the fight like this because he needs to position the tentacles and make sure that the tentacles do not reach us. And he needs to do this by summoning a panda waster next to the tentacles to lock the tentacles. But considering he has 2,400 health, he's probably going to die before any of us. So that's bad. So I need to save his life every single turn, which is one of the things I hate doing, saving people's lives every single turn constantly. Yeah. So now, uh, yeah. So like the Sakria, he did not have I think it was Coward or something, one of the spells, or leak pie or some shit, which is very bad because the next element that we need to attack the Kralove with is fire, so that it summons a fire tentacle. Alright, he's a fucking idiot for a start because. Yeah, there we go. If you look on Villarin or the Epiphany talking in the group chat, you'll see me raging a lot because of how stupid these people are. Yeah, Earth. Okay, Luck X hit with Earth, so that's good. The Sakria had like minus 56 crit resistance, so he basically does more damage to himself with motivating pain than what he does to others. So that's quite bad. This Inu has a decent resist. Well, not. It's not very good, but it's decent. Um, and he's an MP raper, so that's also good because we need MP rapers. This Kra is a glass cannon Kra. You can tell from his resistances. He's just preparing punitive arrow. I guess. So now what the panda needs to do is throw that tentacle that's next to my Osa, next to the near the other tentacle, and then lock it with a panda waster. But being fucking okay, so he passes his turn with 6 AP. Being 5 MP, he can't even reach the other tentacle to throw it. So now we have to wait an extra turn. Yeah, it's ridiculous. The Kra has extremely low resistances as well. Can't do anything, so might as well just buff up with Divine Sword. We need to get that tentacle next to the Panda Waster. This Sacria is just so bad. And he ends right in front of it. He has 0 MP, so he can't even summon anything and then move. I'm telling him to put a coward and then use projection, which makes him advance to the coward. But what's the bet that he doesn't even have coward? All right, air damage on the Kralove, so we should be all right. We just need to throw these tentacles away now. Yeah, I told him to disperse the tentacle there so that the panda can throw it. Yeah, might as well just throw it to the other side because there's nowhere else to throw it. Yeah, but so like one thing I've been getting from a lot of people on Dofu is that they want me to do Colosseum with them or attack Perceptors and Prisms. The answer I'm gonna give is a straight up no because I'm just not fit for PvP right now. I don't know if I should. I don't know if there's any point staying Osa or if I stay Osa I have to change to Chance maybe because basically the variants you cannot summon a white Gorbel and use Sacrificial Fire at the same time. You have to choose one of them to do, and you can't summon a red Wormling or buff AP to your allies. So you have to choose between those. And you can't take off, which is a swap spell, or summon a Podgy Tofu on the same turn. In the same fight either. You have to choose one of them because once you choose, you stick with it for the whole fight. So those are like really bad like downfalls of this Summoners update. Yeah, so I told him to summon a coward, but he summons a sword. Now, the reason why I didn't want him to summon a sword is because the sword might hit the thing and then it'll wreck the whole thing. Alright, so what we need to do now is basically feed that first tentacle, which is the one down here, a summon. And then we need to make that tentacle next to the Kralove, and then the Kralove will lose its resistances. Okay, so back to the spells and stuff. What another thing I hate about this update is the Enutrop's bribery. It no longer cancels a turn; it just basically puts them in pacifist state so they can't do damage, which is completely useless. Because if it was like an Enaripsa, they could still heal. If it was a Sadira, they could still unbewitch. If it was a Fecker, they could use Truce or teleport and lock with gravity glyphs and stuff, so it's pretty much useless. Yeah, because we needed to cancel a turn for it to be effective. Otherwise, it's useless. And because of that, I've lost a few Coliseum fights with my team. Yeah. Okay, so what happened there was that the tofu killed the tentacle instead of pushing it there. So we had to restart this turn with hitting it with an air damage. I'm just gonna push the other IO closer so he can attack the Kralove with an air damage spell because we needed to summon another tentacle. He should have a celestial sword. Alright, good. Okay, now we need to get that tentacle next to Kralove. But first we gotta feed it a summon. So this I'll have to see how this works. Yeah, so basically the Enutrop's old clumsiness used to deduct 3 MP, but now it only subtracts 2 MP, so it's bad. However, some of the summons that Enutrops can do, such as Living Shovel and Living Chest, they got buffed because now if the Enutrop attacks the summon, they gain some health as well. So it's good because let's say my Inu is the primary healer of my team, and most likely the enemies are going to target my Inu first, so I can heal myself just by attacking my summons. Yeah. Yeah, so basically, okay, what the fuck? Why would he pick it up and then not throw it? Yeah, it's just people who PvM don't have brains. Like, it's just ridiculous. Uh, yeah, so basically, at the start of the next turn, the tentacle is gonna one hit KO my Osa because I was next to it. But now that the other eye blew me away, it is good. Alright, now we might as well talk about the uh, IO update. So I'm choosing to keep the majority of the old spells. However, um, instead of the old spell Pouch, it's a spell called Massacre now, and it does 50% extra damage to people that are next to it. Yeah. So another thing that I don't like about the IO update is that Precipitation, it used to give 6 AP, now it only gives 5. So basically, the spell costs 2 AP to use, so you're pretty much at a loss. You lose. Yeah. So before you used to gain 4 AP because the spell gave 6 AP and it cost 2 AP to cast, but now you gain 5 AP and it costs 2 AP, so you only gain 3 AP from that. So I might have to get like an Abyssal Dofus or something to make up for that, but I'm not sure. I am currently trying to save up from Ivory Dofus so that when they are exchangeable, I can buy one immediately. Okay, what the hell? His throwing spell is not even level 6. Like, come on, how bad can you get? He forgot to level it. Okay, it's just a fucking bullshit excuse. It's like people who PvM don't give a shit. Yeah, if I push it, it's gonna kill, so I'm not gonna push it. Yeah, so we have a second IOP up there. Okay, that's good, that's good. Yeah, yeah, okay. So now I'm gonna fully buff up, and then next turn I'm gonna try and KO it. So we fed it a summon, and the tentacle is up there. The next turn, it's gonna get rid of the Kralove's resistances, and then we have one turn to blitz it. It's gonna have like thousands of HP. I think like 9,000 HP, so it's gonna be pretty hard to kill because, especially at range, it's not like I can jump next to it with my IO. Alright, so it KOs 2 people. Oh, I even killed Inu. Okay. We have to kill it or we have to restart. It's got 0% resist, but it has tons of HP, so it's gonna be annoying. Okay, he's just a fucking idiot. He's. Okay, this is gonna be ridiculous. Alright, so at least we have a glass cannon cry here, but I think it's lagging. And he fucking logs off on the most crucial turn of the fight. He logs back, but it's too late. Just fucking bullshit. So Panda's gonna vulnerability it now, and then. Alright, so that means my IO and my Osa have to do 7,000 damage on it. Otherwise, we lose the fight because we only have one turn to kill it. Yeah, that's just bullshit. Fully buffing up my IOP so that my IOP can do some nice damage. Of course, it doesn't crit. That one crit there, that's nice. Alright, yeah, it's dead. So you can see the difference between PvMers and PvPers. My IOP is PvP geared, decent resistances, and because of my IOP, we won the fight. So if my IOP was not there, we would have lost for sure. It's just purely bullshit. Another thing to mention about the Kralove is that multiple people can get the soul instead of normally just one person having to equip a soul stone and using soul capture. Because if multiple people wear the soul stone, they all get the soul automatically. Alright, so now I just have to give the soul to Otomai. Yeah, Otomai, not his apprentice. Yeah, the soul, and then we got an Okadofu's. Yeah. Also got the Otomai achievement because I've done all the Otomai quests here. Yeah, so that's pretty nice. So what I'm gonna do is wear the new one because it's unexchangeable, and then I'm gonna sell the old one for profit. Yeah, so thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and no hard feelings if you're a PvMer.